As you guys seem to be enjoying these, why not continue to test your knowledge? Here are another 10 things I bet you didn't know about Sea of Thieves, and if you learn something new, you have to leave a like. Those are the rules. Let's go. When you reach the end of Heart of Fire and discover the ghostly version of Flameheart's beloved Burning Blade, did you know this was a reference to another famous ship from the Secret of Monkey Island franchise? Yes, the scene is a direct reference to LeChuck's ghost ship from the game, where the ship was anchored below Monkey Island in a river of lava. However, that's not the only reference to a famous ship in the game, as in one of the mysterious journals, it states, "Crushing death and grief, soaked with blood of the trespassing thief, the Inferno has broken the shroud. May it sail these strange waters forevermore. The captain lingers on, his life restored. His map now awaits the brave once more." If you didn't know, the Inferno is the ship of One-Eyed Willy, the mythical pirate featured in the Goonies. I love that such a neat little reference was tucked away in a journal. I may not want another crossover, unless it's the Goonies. Then we can have another crossover. While we're talking about the mysterious journals, there's one that actually speaks about the infamous captain. Former captain of the Burning Blade and the skeleton who cursed Flameheart Jr., and probably Flameheart Sr. The journal states, "What heart there was now lies only in bones. The captain looks thinner now, but his rage stays whole. Eternal adventure under the mast says he, but our burden is heavy. No need for gold and trinkets, not where we be bound. The price be paid to be sure, and what price it be. Beware this fate, those who follow thee." This gives us an interesting insight that the captain does have a habit of cursing those who he sails with, even detailing him becoming thinner. The journal seems to be from his first crew and could be one of his and Flameheart's crew members, as the captain fully hadn't transformed yet. Either way, I'm sure we'll have our answers soon. The merfolk across the Sea of Thieves are friendly towards pirates on account of the pirate lord saving one in the early years of the Sea of Thieves rediscovery. However, did you know the merfolk in the Devil's Roar weren't always friendly? While we get them to return us to our ships all across the seas, it wasn't always this way. In fact, you can thank Grace Morrow for that. She mentions in her journal that the merfolk weren't always kind to pirates. So how did she fix this? Well, she married the merfolk prince to get them on side. What an absolute legend, choosing to marry a merman so we could all not have a mermaid spawn when we fall off our ships in the Devil's Roar. This next fact has spoilers for a pirate's life, so you've been warned. Towards the end of the Sunken Pearl, we can get a chest of the Eternal Sorrow to unlock the burial chamber of the Siren King. Upon first glance, the king looks strange compared to the Siren Queen. This is because the Siren King wasn't a siren when he died. The sirens only became what they were after the death of their king. The siren curse was caused by the merfolk forgetting their song, which caused them to develop a new one which was filled with sorrow, causing them to become sirens. That's why the Siren Queen looks deformed compared to the Siren or Mermaid King. We all know the titular pirate lord is missing a leg. He has this awesome carved peg leg in what looks to be a bear but is in fact the front leg of a griffin or a lion's leg. This is a direct reference to his surname, Singh, which means lion in Sanskrit, with dual meanings of him being the hero. There we go, a lion peg leg for Ramsey Lion. Spoilers for Captains of the Damned in this one. In the end of Captains of the Damned, we end up in the tavern after finding Jack Sparrow. If you look behind the bar, you'll find a familiar journal, Tasha's journal. Why is there Tasha's journal in the Tavern of the Damned? Well, this is because the barkeep is the father of Tasha, the barmaid from Ancient Spire Outpost, who sent you on the journey chasing Briggsy's footsteps in The Legendary Storyteller. Did you also know that she does an impression of her father using a Caribbean accent, but that's nowhere to be heard on the actual character? Did you know that the Reaper's mark, but more importantly, the logo of the Sea of Thieves, was inspired by a poster for the Goonies? The poster features all the Goonies and the Inferno in the shape of a skull, which is replicated for the key art for Sea of Thieves and is even more similar for the Sea of Thieves Anniversary Edition. It seems the team really love the Goonies and there's probably more references that we've missed. And a big shout out to Captain Blubber for helping me with this one. I had no idea about this poster until he told me today. So make sure you go and check out his channel after this video is finished, link in the description. His content is really good and deserves it. Long before the Reaper's hideout was constructed, the island was uncharted and there was nothing really interesting about it. However, if you dive deep into the water, you could find an archway which is similar to those around the map constructed by the merfolk. What's also significant about this archway is that it's an exact match for the one Captain Flameheart is coming through in the E3 2016 cinematic trailer. Is this some clever use of reusing assets, or a nod to the fact that he had some sort of link with these arches? Looks like time will tell. In the last episode, we spoke about how Stitcher Jim had a necklace with Captain Flameheart's missing finger on it, but did you also know you can still find his old necklace in the game? If you start the Heart of Fire Tall Tale and reach his lair on Liar's Backbone, you can see he's hung it around a lever that opens his lair. Around this time, we also see that Jim is covered in bandages following his alleged reformation. These bandages are most likely from the Heart of Fire burning him. He covers for Duke while he disappears, with Duke also returning with similar bandages. It's implied that Stitcher Jim told him where to find the Heart of Fire, trying to lure Duke into a trap. Did you know there's an issue with the continuity with the lore as to why the Man of War isn't in the game? The Devil's Shroud allegedly prevents larger ships than ours from passing into the Sea of Thieves, hence why the elusive Grand Maritime Union doesn't appear in the Sea of Thieves. The ships are simply too large. Contrary to this, many shipwrecks larger than ours can be found across the Sea of Thieves, including the Magpie's Wing, the Magpie's Fortune, Athena's Fortune, the Black Witch, and the Shroudbreaker. All of these ships are larger than ours, but still made it through the Shroud. Yep, none of those characters want to let us know how we can get our Man of Wars into the game. Selfish. That's all for today's short episode, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you made it this far, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out, and you get awesome Sea of Thieves content each week, and weekly giveaways of exclusive items. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.
On land after meeting with a strange mirth that they could not understand.